Well, we've now decided to write a book. Congratulations, it's going to be a big commitment of time. I'm going to share with you the way that I would go about A, researching, B, setting up a bit of a structure, collating and then editing right through to the finished process. The hard part is to get some of the ideas down immediately. Where do you start? I would suggest that you don't start at the front, right at the beginning in a chronological order, unless of course you're writing something in fiction, where in fact you start, you make it up as you go, it gets better and better and better. But let's say that you're just putting down something about your life, a whole bunch of anecdotes, or even a self-help type book. The idea is to write immediately, I think, about what you know right now, what you feel comfortable about writing. Sit down, blank sheet of paper, or if you want to play on the keyboard, do it that way as well, and then start. The structure, let's say 21 chapters. That's a good number, pick 15 if you like. But then break the book down into an introduction, those 15 chapters, and then a conclusion. How do I do that? Buy yourself a clear A4 folder, something that you can put pages into, yet you can see through it, and at all times carry that with you. So you're now writing chapter 7. You've written it down, there's some diagrams, some photographs that you think would be appropriate in that chapter. Slide them into the sleeve. Write yourself a title. In my case, one of the best titles that I've given birth to was How to Hypnotise Chooks. Now that might make you smile. Certainly the publisher said, oh, you can't call it that, what'll people think? But isn't that what it's all about? So How to Hypnotise Chooks was born. I could see the hypnotic chooks on the cover, a big cartoon going, "Bok, bok, 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 bok." Now, that's going to make some noise, particularly when you got on television and do that. That's part of the marketing exercise. I just hand-drawn a chook, bad-looking chook, but it was the cover of my book. You might be surprised to know that my advice would be to write the last chapter and then go back and rewrite the first chapter, because only then do you know what the entirety of the book is all about. You're able to compress and not quite shorthand, but get a better overview, that umbrella over which your book encompasses, by going back and rewriting. Certainly you can shorten it, you can edit, you can make it so much better. Now I don't know whether that's making sense. Now we have the book, the A4 book, the sleeves. We're going to decide on 15, 17, 19, 21 chapters, and then we're going to write a page and put a blank sheet of paper with a heading and maybe some rough working titles for each of those chapters. Inside each of the chapters, I'd like you to actually put 5 bullet points down. These are 5 points of reference within that chapter. And inside each of those reference points, you put another 5 bullet points. And now you have like a subplot inside each of the 5 bullet points. Now there's absolutely no reason in the world why you can't sit down, pick up a pen, go to the keyboard and start chapter whatever one you like. Pick one out of the air. Why don't you go for 9 right now? Sit down and start and just dump those thoughts onto the page. Don't think about getting them right. Don't think about the grammar, just think about the storytelling, the communication, and being a little unordinary with your language so that it will stick. Have a mind too as to which diagrams, which photographs might actually complement that chapter. So here we are, we're away, we're on chapter 1, we have a skeleton, we have a template, we have a blueprint. Good luck.